My presentation is on TikTok funny versus being funny in real life, and if there is a difference. Oftentimes you've probably heard, "You're so funny, you should start a TikTok." But is it really so one-to-one that if you're funny in real life that you can actually be funny on TikTok and have a good career? I'm going to be talking about frames, discourse, race, and AAVE. So TikTok brain rot speech. What is it? So with discourse is naturally occurring language, and in regard to TikTok, discourse often has a signal of meaning. For example, there's a popular phrase which could mean nothing. It either means everything to you or it means nothing to you. For me, when I hear which means nothing, I immediately go to the popular Ben Affleck, Matt Damon couple speculation article that went mega viral, and also know that it kind of just applies to any suspect kind of homosexual like male friendship, and be like, two male friends will be extra touchy and you're like, which could mean nothing, and you'll see that all over TikTok comments, and everybody who knows automatically knows what they're referencing. Or I'm just a girl. If you see that in a TikTok caption, or if you see that on-screen text, even without watching the video, you automatically know it's about a girl ranting about some inconvenience she met with her life, whether it's her tire bursting out of nowhere, whether it's her parents nagging her, her school is giving her too much homework, she's like, "I'm just a girl, like, why are people doing this to me? I can't take it, I'm about to crash out." You automatically know. It can also mean censorship. For example, with TikTok, they have words that they like you to say and they have words they don't like you to say. One of them can be suicide. That can be very contentious. It could get your account banned. It can get your video flagged. So oftentimes people will censor things like that. And instead of saying suicide, they'll say unalive. But why that specific TikTok discourse is because if you were to go into the wild and say, "Yeah, da 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 da, unalive," people would be like, why can't you just say suicide? Like, this, what are you doing? Like, and then frame is a structure of expectations for the production and reception of discourse, which means that different TikTok words are supposed to be packaged in a certain way. For example, the concept of a hook is adhering to the framing of TikTok. It's a 3 to 5 second attention grabber at the beginning of your video that is supposed to grab you in. For example, "Run, don't walk with me" is a very big hook. That is not something that you would just say outside of TikTok, but with TikTok, it does very well. So I'm going to use 2 examples of my own videos. The first one with a weak hook, and you'll see the consequences of that, and the second one with a very strong hook. This is the last season of the Submerge and Pretty. However, we need a Jeremiah spinoff series, and I personally volunteer to be Jeremiah's love interest. I will be the one. This one is more of like a weak hook. It's not a bad one, but it doesn't really engage you as much, which is why I only got 913 views, only got 129 likes, and only got 6 comments. Like, people were not really engaging with it, even the ones that did see it. Whereas the next one. Are we finally ready to talk about how Jenny Han treats all of her non-Asian POC characters as disposable trash? John Ambrose McLaren. This is very much incendiary. It goes off like the TikTok, people love to rage bait. People love to use incendiary language to get people to comment. People love to use hot topics. I combined race and I combined The Summer I Turned Pretty, which was a very popular show. Mix it together. No wonder this video popped off. It got 26.6 thousand likes, 414 comments. It really adhered to the TikTok formula of what people expected to see in a hook, and so I was rewarded with it with a lot of views and a lot of likes. I finna be in the pit. So race in language is often seen as a fixed and rigid thing. How different language patterns are perceived is also strictly divided by who? Race speaks it. So the top creators of TikTok are white. The ones dominating the trends are white. However, the creators of trends are largely Black people, are largely POC people, and AAVE is often denigrated to a dialect, which is seen as lesser. It is labeled as vernacular instead of just the regular standard English. It's seen as improper, not as complex, uneducated, right? However, in the quote, "I finna be in the pit," that was said by a white girl, and that went mega viral because "I finna be in the pit" is, I mean, I guess it's not wrong way of using it, but it's like, it was so crazy that she was using it. And TikTok or Gen Z slang is largely just consists of and often misused AAVE. So oftentimes people are like, oh yeah, this is TikTok slang, but it's really just AAVE. So it goes to show the arbiter of the trends, despite, as you can see here, the top creators are still white. But suddenly it is cool when non-black people are using it. So again, do you think you have what it takes to be TikTok funny?